This is the second part of the topic gerunds and infinitives. Part 2. Remember, a gerund can be used as the subject of a sentence or the object of a verb. Let's see some examples. Catching a scared kitty is not easy task. Here, the gerund is used as the subject of the sentence. The firefighters tried jacking up the car. Jacking here is in the gerund form and it's the object of the verb tried. The kitty was scared of being hurt. In this case, the gerund is being used as the object of a preposition, the preposition of. The firefighters were worried about hurting the kitty. So here again, hurting is in the gerund form and it's the object of the preposition about. ING form follows certain special expressions. Let's see some of them. The expressions to have a good time and have fun, for example, require you to use a verb plus ing. The firefighters were not having a good time searching for the cat. The firefighters were not having fun searching for the cat. Let's see some more examples. To have trouble or difficulty, have a hard time, have a difficult time. These expressions also require you to use the ing form. They had a hard time trying to catch the cat. They had trouble trying to catch the cat. Some verbs, though, are immediately followed by an infinitive. The firefighters wanted to find the cat quickly. The cat refused to budge. Let's see some of those verbs. Want to, hope to, plan to, like to, decide to, refuse to, need to, offer to, agree to, appear to, intend to, promise to, seem to, pretend to, ask to. Some verbs can be followed by either an infinitive or a gerund with no difference in meaning. The crew continued searching for the cat, or the crew continued to search for the cat have the same meaning. But some verbs, though, they can be followed by either an infinitive or a gerund, but the meaning is different. Verbs like remember, forget, regret, and try. Firefighters tried jacking up the car and taking off a wheel. They were able to jack up the car. Firefighters tried to jack up the car and take off a wheel. They were not able to jack up the car. A firefighter said to the cat's owner, "I regret to tell you that we couldn't catch your cat." In this example, the meaning is that you are sorry to tell someone bad news right now. After they found the cat, the firefighter said, "I don't regret spending so much time on the search for the cat." In this case, the meaning is, I am sorry or not sorry about something that already happened. Now we are going to see some expressions of purpose with in order to and for. I'm going to college in order to get a good education. Why are you going to college? I'm going to college because I want a good education. Or you can say, I'm going to college in order to get a good education. In order to indicates purpose. I'm going to college to get a good education. Sometimes in order to is omitted, like here, I'm not saying in order to, but it's implied. All these sentences have the same meaning. For can be used to express purpose, but it is a preposition and it's followed by a noun object, like here, I'm going to college for an education. So you have a noun object. Sometimes we have exceptions. The phrase be used for expresses the typical or general purpose of a thing. In this case, the preposition for is followed by a gerund. For example, A saw is used for cutting wood. Also possible, a saw is used to cut wood. However, to talk about a particular thing in a particular situation, be used plus an infinitive is used. For example, a chainsaw was used to cut down the old oak tree. So let's see more examples. I'm going to college for an education. I'm going to college to get an education. Some of your students will try to say, I'm going to college for to get an education. You need to be aware of that. Or I'm going to college for getting an education, which both sentences are ungrammatical. All right, now let's see the use of infinitives with to and enough. This dessert is too delicious to resist. Hang gliding is too scary to try. You need to be careful because sometimes students think that too and very are the same and they're not the same. In this particular example, in the speaker's mind, the use of to implies a negative result. It's impossible for him to try hang gliding. Hang gliding is too scary for me to try. Hang gliding is too scary for Sue to try. Hang gliding is too scary to try. Don't even think of trying it. To plus adjective, negative result. Now let's see. Hang gliding is too scary. I can't do it. Flying is very scary, but I can do it. See the difference? In this situation, the speaker is saying that it's not impossible to do. It's hard, but this person can still do it. Let's see some examples with enough plus noun plus infinitive. I don't have enough time to mop the floor. Do you have enough time to do it? Or I'm not strong enough to mop the floor. Are you strong enough to do it? Certain adjectives can be immediately followed by infinitives. In general, these adjectives describe a person or persons, not a thing. Many of these adjectives describe a person's feelings or attitudes. Let's see. We were sorry to hear the bad news. I was surprised to sit him at the meeting. Now let's see the passive and past forms of infinitives and gerunds. In the active form, in the simple form, you have to see, and then in the passive form, you have to be seen. Seen, been seen. Now in the past active form, to have seen, and the passive past form, to have been seen. Having seen, having been seen. So let's see these examples. The past infinitive is formed by to have plus past participle. The rain seems to have stopped. The event expressed by a past infinitive or past gerund happened before the time of the main verb. The rain stopped first, then we recognize it stopped. Let's see B. Past gerund is formed by having plus past participle. I appreciate having had the opportunity to meet the king. So, did I appreciate first or did I have the opportunity first? Let's see the passive infinitive. It's formed by the verb to be plus past participle. I didn't expect to be invited to his party. The understood by phrase is by him. I didn't expect to be invited by him. I appreciated being invited to your home. Again, the by phrase was omitted. Past passive infinitive. You're going to use to have been plus past participle. Marcus is fortunate to have been given a scholarship. Well, he got a scholarship 3 years ago. So was he fortunate or did he get the scholarship first? Now let's talk about the use of verbs of perception. First, let's see the verbs of perception. See, notice, watch, look at, observe, listen to, feel, and smell. Certain verbs of perception are followed by either the simple form or bare infinitive or the ing form of a verb. There is often little difference in meaning between the two forms, except that the ing form usually gives the idea of while. For example, I saw my friend run down the street. I saw my friend running down the street. In sentence B, I could insert the meaning of while. I saw my friend while he was running down the street. I heard the rain fall on the roof. I heard the rain falling on the roof. Sometimes, not always, there is a clear difference between the simple form and the ing form. The use of the ing form gives the idea that an activity is already in progress when it is perceived. For example, when I walked into the house, I heard my son singing in the shower, so he was singing way before I walked into the house. I heard a famous opera star sing at the concert last night. That one is different because in this case, the singing was in progress when I first heard it. I heard the singing from the beginning to the end. It was not in progress when I first heard it. Now let's see the use of the simple form, the bare infinitive, after let and help. Let is followed by the simple form of a verb, so no to. My father lets me drive his car. Your students will try to say, my father lets me to drive his car, which is ungrammatical. Be careful. I let my friend borrow my bicycle. Let's go to a movie. Help is often followed by the simple form of a verb, but an infinitive is also possible. My brother helped me wash my car, or my brother helped me to wash my car. Make, have, and get can be used to express the idea that X causes Y to do something. When they are used as causative verbs, their meanings are similar but not identical. So let's see. I made my brother carry my suitcase. In this case, my brother had no choice. I insisted that he carry my suitcase. I had my son clean my car. Well, my son cleaned my car because I asked him to. I got my husband to wash the dishes. Well, I managed to persuade my husband to wash the dishes for me. Okay, so X makes Y do something, simple form. X has Y do something, simple form. X gets Y to do something, infinitive. Now let's see passive causatives. I had my watch repaired by someone. I got my watch repaired by someone. Well, the past participle is used after have and get to give a passive meaning. In this case, there is usually little or no difference in meaning between have and get. Well, that was the end of our review. Make sure you watch this video again if you need to. And don't forget to watch the next video. Thank you.